much. So I knew in my head that it was over for me. The first round happened. He punched me. I couldn't throw back. My instincts weren't there. My fast twitch muscles weren't there. And every single round, I literally wanted to die in that ring. Because in my head, I was thinking, if he punches me, maybe I won't wake up. It actually took a very tough beating to get me out of the sport.
Like Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao. I mean, he beat the hell out of me. Manny Pacquiao would be right in front of me. He would, after hitting me 15 times, and then I would be ready to hit him, and he would be wide open, and I couldn't pull the trigger.
I wouldn't have loved to fight Pacquiao again because he kicked my ass. So. But yeah, there were many fighters out there who I would have loved to fight 2 or 3 times.
You know what? So you had enough of Pacquiao, is what you're saying.
Oh, trust me.
Oscar De La Hoya has shared the ring with legends of his era, from Floyd Mayweather Jr. to Bernard Hopkins. But there's one fight that still haunts him, a night where the Golden Boy did not just expect to lose, but actually wanted to go down in the middle of the MGM Grand. And for years, fans believed it was simply a case of an aging fighter being outperformed by a younger opponent. But recently, Oscar revealed a far more disturbing truth behind his collapse against Manny Pacquiao, one that is darker than anyone expected.
To this day, the conversation I had with Oscar when I first told him, hey, you should fight Pacquiao. Oscar laughed. He's too little. He's too little, that guy. There is a difference of almost 20 pounds. People want to see that fight. People are excited. He's the guy that's coming up. He's fast, Oscar, but eventually your size is going to break him down. Something was not right. I could see it in his eyes. He's not even throwing punches. What is he doing?
Pacquiao snakes his left hand through De La Hoya's guard.
I was like, fuck. He had no legs, he had no pop, he had no punch.
Pacquiao is making De La Hoya look old, slow, ineffectual. De La Hoya has 0 answers.
I was scared. And I said, you know what? The spark's not there. He doesn't have it. He does.
Back in 2008, many people believed the fight made little sense, as Manny Pacquiao, who began his career as a 106-pound flyweight, moved up to face a much larger welterweight in Oscar De La Hoya, where the size, reach, and power all favored Oscar, making it look like a mismatch on paper. But the moment the opening bell rang, Oscar realized he was not in a normal boxing match, but facing overwhelming pressure and intensity.
It deflated the balloon. I felt like, wow, like, here I am on top of the world, beating Pernell Whitaker, beating Julio Cesar Chavez, beating Hector Macho Camacho, beating Sugar Shane Mosley, beating all these fighters, okay? Having amazing fights in their prime and creating some amazing events. And then my last fight, I'm like a shell of myself. And Manny Pacquiao beats me, and he's the next champion. It felt I felt humiliated.
Did you know what was slowing down? Joe Louis told me once that he saw the opening.
Oh, yes.
Just didn't get there.
Exactly. Manny Pacquiao would be right in front of me. He would, after hitting me 15 times, and then I would be ready to hit him, and he would be wide open, and I couldn't pull the trigger. I just couldn't pull the trigger.
Oscar admitted he could not even pull the trigger during the fight, and the reason traces back to a major mistake in preparation, as he cut down from around 160 pounds to 147 but pushed it too far, and by the time he stepped on the scale he was severely drained, weighing in at 145 pounds, even lighter than the naturally smaller Pacquiao, leaving him dehydrated, weak, and physically compromised before the fight even began, although the physical toll was only part of the problem.
What was going through your mind at that time, Oscar?
Well, what happened in that fight, I mean, I was a zombie. I was drained. I think I had fought Bernard Hopkins at 160, and then I said, let me dare to be great again and fight this young kid who they're talking about at 147. I literally weighed in 144 for that fight, and I was a skeleton. It was too much. So I knew in my head that it was over for me. The first round happened. He punched me. I couldn't throw back. My instincts weren't there. My fast twitch muscles weren't there. And every single round, if you watch my documentary that came out on HBO called The Golden Boy, it explains to you what I was thinking, what I was feeling. I literally wanted to die in that ring. In the 8th round, everybody was gonna stop it, okay? Or the 7th round. One of those rounds, everybody wanted to stop it, including the referee, the trainer. And I said, no, I want one more. Because in my head, I was thinking, if he punches me, maybe I won't wake up, you know?
Were there some other things going on that you wanted to die in the ring?
Of course. I wanted my whole life to die. The whole life that I was living at the time, you know? Having to go through rehabs, having to go through, you know, all this fame and money and women and this and that. It was just overwhelming. And now I can't perform. Now I don't have the last thing that I love, that I worked so hard for. I don't have it anymore.
Right.
So just end it here in the middle of the ring. Just punch me so I can die.
Right. Wow. So, did you underestimate Manny? Did you understand what he was? I think he moved up from what, 106 to 112?
Yeah.
And had blown through everybody.
Sure.
22,
Oh, yeah.
20, 30, 35, 40, 47.
Yeah.
So you didn't underestimate him. You knew what he got Pac-Man that name for. He got that name for a reason.
Oh yeah, I underestimated him, but it didn't matter. Even if I was a dead man walking. I couldn't
Why not
perform.
take the fight at 54?
I don't think they would have done it because he was like you said, he was coming up in weight. It was probably too much at the time. But even at 54, he probably still would have beat me. No shame in my game.
What's the biggest mistake, be it in the boxing ring or in business, that Oscar De La Hoya has made?
Probably inside the ring.
As the fight progressed, Manny Pacquiao's speed turned into a nightmare, with Oscar describing him almost like a machine that never slows down, throwing punches from angles he could not anticipate with an exhausting pace. And by the 7th round, Oscar's left eye was badly swollen while he was being dominated against the ropes. And in those moments, the most shocking truth emerged, as he was not just hoping the referee would stop the fight, but was wishing for something even more final to end her: punishment.
Dealing with being Manny Pacquiao. You're a global star. You are a national hero.
At the time that I became #1 pound for pound in the world. Yeah.
How are you dealing with it as a personally? Like being that big, how are you dealing with that at that time?
I never, like, the fans, the world, all commerce, like everything like that. I mean, recognition everywhere like that, even in the Philippines, because most of the people in the Philippines don't believe that I'm gonna win the fight, because even in our Congress, some congressman filed a resolution to stop the fight because it might get hurt me. Like
really?
Yeah.
They were afraid for you.
They said that they said that stop the fight because they might get hurt. Me.
They had no idea.
Yeah. It's like that. So after the fight, like the people, like boom, like that, and then that time, like, you know, oh, this is. But I still, you know, thinking to God for everything, like. All that accomplishment is from God.
But man, your life wasn't the same, man. It wasn't the same. Like, you can't go anywhere.
This perspective is not limited to Oscar alone, as even modern elite fighters like Terrence Crawford and Shakur Stevenson have expressed admiration for Manny Pacquiao at his peak, with Crawford admitting he wished he had the chance to face Pacquiao before retiring, describing his rhythm as unpredictable and his punch volume as overwhelming.
You wanted to fight, but you weren't able to.
Pacquiao, for sure. 1,000%.
That little Filipino kid.
For sure. And I try to fight Pacquiao.
George's bestie. George's best.
Yeah.
Full respect. But Skinny Hussein knocked him out for 20 seconds, mate. YouTube, Hussein versus Pacquiao.
Pacquiao, for sure. You know, that was a fight that I was chasing for years, since I was 140 pounds. You know, and to see him, you know, fight Broner, Tim Bradley, you know, Keith Thurman and all those.
Chris Algieri.
Fight, yeah. Man, I was
not disrespect to Chris.
I was like, man, like, what is going on? Like, these guys is not, you know, like, I'm here and he's fighting these guys. I just couldn't understand it, you know. So if there was a guy that, you know, it would be him. And Danny Garcia. That's my boy.
You fought him as amateur, yeah? Swift.
We split.
Let's talk.
We split 1-1. I think me and Danny would have made for a great fight, you know, being that we knew each other.
Even in the later stage of his career, Manny Pacquiao continues to show his durability, as in July 2025 he returned to the ring against Mario Barrios and fought to a majority draw, proving he can still compete at a high level. And when asked to compare a prime Floyd Mayweather Jr. with a prime Terence Crawford, Pacquiao quickly chose Crawford as a top pound-for-pound fighter, showing mutual respect among elite boxers.
Floyd Mayweather against Terence Crawford.
Floyd Mayweather against Terence Crawford, I think Terence Crawford.
Why?
In what prime?
Both the prime. You think Crawford is? Why do you like Crawford?
He has advantage. He's a southpaw.
Right? By the way, a switch hitter.
I agree. I think
Manny keeps it simple.
I think Bud gets that one for sure.
That's a really good point.
I saw Crawford as a southpaw. He mastered it. Like he know how to handle his advantage. He needs to maximize his advantage against Floyd.
And then how about Floyd against whoever that's supposed to be?
This remarkable longevity is one of the main reasons the boxing world is currently buzzing about the September 19th, 2026 rematch between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather Jr., which is expected to take place at Sphere.
And because he kicked my ass. So. But yeah, there were many fighters out there who I would have loved to fight 2 or 3 times.
You know, so you had enough of Pacquiao is what you're saying.
Oh, trust me. Right when I walked into the ring, I had enough of Pacquiao.
You thought that when you got in the ring?
Oh, well, Rich, this documentary, my gosh, it's sad too at the end because it shows the whole Pacquiao situation. I was getting beat up in training camp when preparing for Pacquiao. So I knew that was the end already for me because Pacquiao was just coming up.
Yeah.
Pacquiao was like the star in the making.
We see Pacquiao running the mountains every day with 50 people around him. He wants to be the first one, so he's killing himself. He's working his legs. He is a warrior, but at 48, his body can't take that much.
Age is just a number.
And I'll bet you Mayweather, people think, oh, Mayweather's out of shape. He's not training behind curtains. That doing workouts. That's just to be in shape. And I'll bet you.
Okay, we're here in wild card. We're going to be shit. Wild card. Hey, what's going on, buddy? What's up, buddy? Hey, good to see you. Hey, congratulations on your
So soon I'm going to start training for Mayweather fight. Yes.
Although the fight was initially announced as a professional bout on Netflix, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has recently created uncertainty by appearing to step back, with rumors suggesting he may be trying to turn the fight into an exhibition to protect his undefeated 50-0 record, while Oscar de la Hoya has openly criticized Floyd, saying that despite being unbeaten on paper, he is afraid of a real fight because Manny Pacquiao remains dangerous.
I wasn't going to do a clapback, but all the news on Mayweather-Pacquiao potentially falling apart. I mean, I have to say this, Mayweather, come on, dude. Fight a real fight. You're still trying to protect your O. Yes, you're 50-0 on paper, but people know you've lost. Shit, your own father said you lost against me back when we fought. And what's crazy is that people don't know that we had a rematch clause for 1 year. And what do? Your pussy ass retires for 1 year and 1 day. Bro, ever since I got beat up by Manny Pacquiao in my last fight, I've wanted to fight every single day, but I couldn't because I wasn't right. Physically, emotionally, I just wasn't right. All that depression, all that shit that I had within my spirit. But now these last 5 years, I've put in the work, man. Woo! I did a lot of work and I feel happy. I feel at peace. And you know what? A man at peace is a dangerous fucking man. I can fucking take on King Kong if I want and beat his ass. Shit, I'll even fight Jake Paul. Let's go!
The situation had become increasingly tense as Manny Pacquiao's team has publicly claimed they possess signed contract for a professional fight and have already received advance payments, warning that Floyd Mayweather Jr. could face a serious breach of contract case if he continues to avoid confirming the bout as a professional match.
Of losing. I mean, he's scared of losing because that's his, his leverage for, to go around and have exhibition because of his undefeated record. But if that record will ruin, then what else that he can leverage for to go around and have an exhibition match?
I don't know much about the guy.
Yeah.
I don't know what what they're really looking for. It's a dangerous fight because a guy like that beats you. You just made somebody. But I don't know. I think that Team Pacquiao is smart enough to choose the right kind of fights, and at this point in his career at least. And they know. I mean, when people are going to tune in to watch Pacquiao fight, I will.
I'm curious now. You felt Danny's punch, and when I've talked to people, they always say that Manny's punch is a really stinging punch. Yeah. It's a punch that stays with you.
Yeah.
How do you compare the two?
It's a different punch. I think Manny. I fought a lot of great punchers in my day, and everybody punches differently. And people always ask me, "Oh, does this guy hit hard?" Like, yeah, everybody hits hard.
Yeah.
Amir Khan hits hard. Is he the hardest puncher? No, but he hits hard. Everyone hits hard at this level. So it's just a different kind of punch. Manny's power is very surprising. He cuts good angles. You think you're safe, and you're not. I've overheard Tim Bradley talk about that too. Like, he just cuts such good angles and is able to generate power from those positions. So it's definitely different. Danny's power is more like spring-loaded. Kind of like almost like a Roy Jones-ish.
Okay.
Not so wide, but that like really just short, and kind of
a lot of torque.
Yeah.
I remember I asked Shane that same question, and Shane told me there was at one point where he's like, where the hell are all these punches coming from?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
You guy moves and you lose him and you feel the vision, but like you think he's off balance, but he's not. He still is able to crack you.
Yeah.
It now appears that Floyd Mayweather Jr. may be recognizing the same reality Oscar De La Hoya experienced in 2008, that Manny Pacquiao is not an opponent to be taken lightly, and if the fight remains professional contest, Floyd risks losing the one thing he values most, his undefeated legacy, against a fighter who continues to defy age.
In that fight.
Never. Just emotionally.
Explain that to me.
Yeah, I was
getting knocked around, or you're knocking someone around. Is there no pain?
I've never felt pain inside the ring. I've been in some very, very tough, grueling, difficult fights. The only pain I've felt was after the fight. I remember I would actually have steaks ready, frozen steaks ready in my room to press them against my face and against my body. It might have been the old Rocky movies that I used to see, but I never felt pain in the ring. It was only emotional pain that I felt when I fought Manny Pacquiao.
The 2008 fight was more than just a defeat for Oscar De La Hoya. It represented a psychological breaking point that changed the narrative of boxing history, proving that Manny Pacquiao was not just skilled but overwhelmingly dominant. And as a potential 2026 rematch approaches, the key question remains whether Floyd Mayweather Jr. is willing to face that same level of challenge, while fans around the world wait to see if Pacquiao can deliver one more unforgettable performance. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, remember to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss upcoming content. And share your thoughts in the comments before we see you in the next video.